Beloved ones, people come to me with great urgency in their eyes. Their bodies are present, but their minds are running far ahead, chasing tomorrow. They sit silently for a moment, and then the question bursts out. Osho, how can I manifest what I want? How can I attract money, love, success, peace? They speak as if life is deaf, as if existence must be forced, persuaded, or tricked. I listen patiently, because behind their question is not curiosity but fear. Fear that life will not give them what they desire. I want you to understand something very fundamental. Life is not against you. Existence is not your enemy. The very breath you are taking is proof that life wants you here. But the mind is trained in struggle. From childhood you are taught that nothing comes without effort, that you must fight, compete, prove, and shout to be heard. This conditioning follows you even into spirituality. You start treating manifestation as another competition, another achievement. When you want something desperately, observe your inner language. O Nida Papitir. Deep inside you are saying, I am incomplete, I am lacking, something is missing. Existence listens not to your words but to your feeling. And feeling is far more powerful than thought. If your feeling is lack, then lack multiplies. If your feeling is tension, then life responds with obstacles. This is not punishment, this is resonance. I have watched people for many years. Those who talk continuously about their dreams rarely reach them. They announce their plans, they declare their desires, they seek validation. But something subtle is lost in this noise. Energy dissipates. The desire becomes shallow. On the other hand, there are people who move quietly. They do not speak much. They do not advertise their inner longing. And suddenly things start happening around them, naturally, effortlessly, as if existence itself is cooperating. Manifestation is not a technique, it is a sensitivity. It is an understanding that life responds to your inner posture. Are you relaxed or tense? Are you trusting or doubtful? Are you silent or noisy inside? The noisy mind believes that speaking creates power. Silence knows that power is already there. I am not saying you should suppress your desires. Suppression creates sickness. I am saying you should understand them, watch them. Let them be, without obsession. When desire is innocent, it has beauty. When desire becomes greedy, it becomes ugly and heavy. The heavier it is, the harder it is for life to carry it toward you. So in the beginning, I ask you to drop the idea that manifestation is about saying special words or convincing the universe. Existence does not need convincing, it needs alignment. And alignment begins when you stop shouting and start listening, when you stop chasing and start allowing. This is the soil in which the three words can grow. Without this understanding, even sacred words become empty sounds. Silence is not just the absence of words. Silence is presence. When I speak of silence, I am not asking you to close your mouth. I am asking you to stop the inner leakage of energy. People think that by telling others their plans, their dreams, their manifestations, they are making them stronger. In reality, they are making them weaker. Every word spoken prematurely is like opening a door before the house is built. When you share your desire with others, you invite many minds into your sacred space. Each mind carries its own conditioning. Someone will doubt you. Someone will laugh politely. Someone will secretly compare. Even those who love you will project their fears onto you. So, they will say, be careful, do not expect too much. What if it does not happen? They believe they are protecting you, but unconsciously they are poisoning your inner climate. I have observed this not only in others but in myself. In my early years, whenever I spoke too much about my inner experiences, they would fade. Whenever I kept quiet, they deepened. Silence works like a womb. It protects, nourishes, and allows growth without interference. A seed does not ask for attention. It hides in the darkness. And because it hides, it gathers strength to break the soil. The mind loves to speak, because speaking gives a false sense of completion. The moment you tell someone your plan, your mind feels relieved, as if something has been achieved. This is dangerous. You receive psychological satisfaction without real transformation. This is why many people talk brilliantly but live poorly. Their words run ahead of their being. Silence creates intensity. When you keep something within, it becomes alive. It starts moving in your body, your breath, your awareness. It becomes a vibration rather than a thought. This vibration is what existence responds to. Existence does not listen to your declarations. It listens to your depth. Remember, manifestation is not about convincing the world that you are going to succeed. It is about becoming the kind of person for whom success is natural. And becoming is always silent. Trees do not announce that they are growing. Rivers do not declare where they are going. They move quietly, yet nothing can stop them. I tell you, the moment you feel the urge to tell someone your desire, pause. Ask yourself, am I seeking support? Or am I seeking approval? Support strengthens you. Approval weakens you. Approval makes you dependent. Silence makes you sovereign. So use silence as a discipline. Not forced, not tense, but loving. Keep your desires close to your heart, like a flame protected from the wind. Let it grow steady and strong. One day when it becomes a fire, you will not need to speak. Its warmth will be felt by everyone. And then people will ask you, how did this happen? You will smile, because you will know it happened in silence. Beloved ones, the first word is thank you. But remember, it is not a word to be spoken by the lips. It is a fragrance that must arise from your being. When I say thank you, I am not talking about manners. I am talking about an inner attitude toward existence. Gratitude is not something you do after you receive. Gratitude is something you become before anything happens. The mind finds this very illogical. The mind says, what is there to be thankful for? My life is incomplete. My desires are unfulfilled. My problems are many. But existence does not function through logic. It functions through harmony. When you feel grateful even without reason, you declare a deep trust in life. You say, whatever is happening is meaningful, even if I do not yet understand it. I have lived this truth. In moments when I had nothing, no possessions, no security, gratitude still arose in me naturally. I was grateful for the sky, for the wind, for the simple joy of being alive. And strangely, those were the moments when life supported me the most. Gratitude opens invisible doors. Complaining closes them. Understand this clearly. Your words do not matter much. Your feeling matters immensely. You may say thank you verbally and still be ungrateful inside. Existence will not be fooled. But if your heart bows in thankfulness, even silently, existence responds immediately. Gratitude changes your inner chemistry. It relaxes the nervous system. It softens the heart. In this softness, life can enter. People often ask me, Osho, how long should we practice gratitude? This question itself is wrong. Gratitude is not a practice. It is a way of seeing. When you see life as a gift, gratitude is natural. When you see life as a problem, gratitude disappears. The same life can be seen in two ways. The choice is yours. I am not saying that gratitude will instantly give you money, love, or success. That would be childish. I am saying something deeper. Gratitude prepares you to receive. If you are tense, clenched, complaining, even if life wants to give, you are closed. Gratitude opens your hands. Only open hands can receive. When you feel grateful in advance, you are not pretending. You are aligning. You are saying, I am ready, I am available, I am receptive. This state of receptivity is what people call manifestation. It is not forcing reality, it is allowing reality. So sit silently sometimes and feel thankfulness without attaching it to any object. Be thankful for breath, for heartbeat, for consciousness. Let gratitude become your background music. Do not announce it. Do not show it. Keep it private. Gratitude loses its purity when it becomes a display. Remember, the seed of manifestation is gratitude. Without it, nothing grows. With it, even the impossible becomes possible, not because existence obeys you, but because you are no longer resisting existence. And in that non-resistance, Miracles feel ordinary. Beloved ones, the second word is enough. This is a word that your mind will immediately resist because the mind always wants more. The mind is never satisfied. It is greedy, restless, and insistent. When you feel that you need more, you create tension in your being. You push against life. You chase after what is outside and ignore what is inside. And chasing outside, you lose touch with the center, with the source, with the simplicity of life itself. Enough is not about denying yourself. It is not about giving up your desires or becoming passive. On the contrary, enough is the state in which desire becomes gentle, soft, and creative. When you feel enough, you are no longer desperate. You no longer clench your hands. You no longer strain your heart. Desires are like rivers. If you force them, they break their banks and destroy everything. If you allow them to flow naturally, they reach the ocean effortlessly. Enough allows flow. Desperation obstructs it. I have seen thousands of people who could never manifest what they wanted because they were restless, always wanting more, always unsatisfied. They would look at others, compare, compete, and complain. Their inner climate was a storm, and storms cannot attract. Only calm waters attract life. When you are content with enough, even if externally you have little, you radiate abundance. Abundance is not what you have. Abundance is the feeling that you are complete already. Enough does not come from external possessions. It comes from awareness. You can be poor and still feel enough. You can be rich and still feel empty. The difference is not in what you possess but in what you are. Enough is a quality of being. It is a deep relaxation inside. It is a trust that what is coming will come and what is not coming is not needed. I tell you, when you cultivate the feeling of enough, strange things begin to happen. Life does not need to be forced. Opportunities appear. People are drawn to your presence. Your energy becomes magnetic. Why? Because enough relaxes the tension that blocks existence. A begging mind repels. A content mind attracts. It is as simple as that. So practice enough quietly. Do not declare it to the world. Do not make it a philosophy. Just feel it in your body, your chest, your heart. When you wake up in the morning, say silently, I am enough. When you sit by the window, feel enough in the air around you. When you close your eyes at night, rest in the feeling of enough. Let it grow inside you until it becomes your natural climate. Remember, enough is the bridge between desire and manifestation. Without it, desire becomes tension, and tension repels life. With it, even a small seed of desire can bloom into a garden of fulfillment. Enough is the foundation upon which the three words work together. It is gentle. It is silent. It is powerful. Beloved ones, the third word is trust. This word is deeper than anything the mind can understand. Trust is not a thought. Trust is not a promise. Trust is a surrender, a letting go, a falling into existence without holding back. Many people speak of trust, but they do not feel it. They say, I trust life, yet every action is filled with doubt and tension. True trust is not verbal. True trust is the inner state of allowing life to move through you without interference. I have watched seekers struggle, trying to force life, trying to control everything, trying to manage every moment. And the mind asks, how can I trust? How can I be certain that life will give what I desire? This is the paradox of the mind. The mind cannot trust because it lives in fear. It wants guarantees. Life cannot give guarantees. Life cannot be predicted. But when you feel trust, you no longer need prediction. You are aligned with the flow. You are no longer separate from existence. Trust is the energy that connects you with the unknown. When you trust, you are saying, I do not need to know everything. I do not need to control everything. I do not need to understand everything. I am willing to receive life as it comes. I am willing to flow with it. This is why trust is so essential in manifestation. The three words, thank you, enough. Trust cannot work fully without trust. Gratitude opens the heart. Enough relaxes the mind. And trust aligns you with the rhythm of life itself. Many people fear trust because they have been hurt before. They have experienced betrayal, disappointment, or failure. But you must understand this: life does not betray you. Life is neutral. The mind interprets events as betrayal. Trust is the courage to rise above interpretation and to feel the continuity of existence. Trust is the understanding that even when events appear to go against you, there is a larger intelligence at play, a dance in which everything has meaning, even if you do not see it yet. When you trust, your desires do not become clinging, they do not become demands, they become a gentle invitation to life, a quiet signal that you are ready. You let life move, and life responds. Sometimes not in the way you imagined, sometimes not in the timing you expected, but always in the way you needed. Trust transforms waiting into patience, uncertainty into openness, longing into presence. So, beloved ones, cultivate trust silently. Do not seek validation. Do not compare with others. Do not measure. Trust grows in solitude, in reflection, in the quiet moments when you feel existence supporting you even without evidence. Let trust become your natural climate. Let it fill your body, your breath, your heart. Let it become your silent companion. When trust is alive, you will see that manifestation is not an effort, but a natural unfolding. Life moves with you, not against you. And then you will understand the joy of allowing. Beloved ones, now remember this: the three words, thank you, enough, trust, are sacred, private, and powerful. Do not share them with anyone. Do not make them a performance. Do not even explain them to yourself in the mind. Let them live quietly inside you. When you try to show them, they lose their potency. The world is not ready for your inner alchemy. It cannot handle the subtle vibration of your heart. But existence can, and that is enough. Do not seek approval. Do not seek recognition. Do not seek applause. People will often ask, how did this happen? How did you achieve this? How did you attract that? Smile silently and do not answer. You will notice that the more you keep the sacredness within, the more life flows toward you effortlessly. Manifestation is not a task, it is not a struggle, it is not a method to be repeated mechanically, it is a natural result of alignment, depth, and inner silence. Manifestation is not about acquiring objects, it is not about proving yourself to anyone. It is about your inner climate. If you are filled with gratitude, if you are relaxed in enough, if you trust existence completely, then everything that is for your growth, for your joy, for your evolution, naturally comes to you. It may not come as you imagined, it may not come according to your timetable, but it comes in a way that is far more suitable than your mind can ever design. I have lived this truth, and I tell you from experience. When you stop chasing and start allowing, miracles become ordinary. The ordinary moment becomes extraordinary. The small things become meaningful. Your inner world aligns with the rhythm of life, and the river of existence flows gently into you. You realize that you were never trying to manifest anything at all. You were simply letting life express itself through you. And this is the ultimate lesson. When the mind is quiet, when the heart is open, when trust is alive, you discover that the world is not separate from you. Everything you desired was never outside. It was always within you. Gratitude, enough, and trust awaken that inner abundance. They reveal the hidden wealth of your being. You stop being a beggar in life and start being a participant in the dance of existence. So keep these three words sacred. Let them become your silent companions. Let them guide your breath, your thoughts, and your emotions. Let them work quietly, without fanfare, without announcement. And one day you will smile and understand that manifestation is not a goal, it is not an effort, it is not a plan. Manifestation is the natural unfolding of a life that is aligned, present, and aware. It is the effortless flowering of your being. Beloved ones, live these words, live them in silence, and watch life open to you in ways you could never have imagined. Then you will know that the greatest secret of manifestation is not power, technique, or force, but presence, trust, and a heart that says thank you.